So for today, our lesson is about linear functions. This is a continuation of the previous lesson that we discussed. And this is about expressing from standard form to slope-intercept form. Okay. So a linear equation is an equation in two variables which can be written in two forms. First is the standard form, which has the form of ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are elements of the real number set. So this symbol is read as an element of. That means it belongs, okay? And this symbol is it means real number set. So that means A, B, and C can be any real number. Okay? Next, we also have the slope-intercept form. That's the second way to write a linear equation. And it is in the form y is equal to mx plus b. This is very similar to what we have discussed last meeting because this is where you can see the slope and the y-intercept. So m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. M and B is an element of the real number set. Okay, so remember M, the slope, and also the y-intercept can be, or no, not really can be, are all elements of the real number set. So again, I'll write it here for the standard form. It is ax plus by equals c. And for the slope-intercept form, it's y equals mx plus b. Okay, so as you can see, in the standard form, the c here is actually the constant. A and b are numerical coefficients of x and y. In the slope-intercept form, what we have is the slope and the y-intercept. Let's try this illustrative example 1. How do we rewrite the equation 3x minus 5y equals 10 in the form y equals mx plus b? Determine its slope and y-intercept. So as you can see here, this is our equation, and this equation is actually in the standard form. So how did we know that it is in standard form? We have here the constant and we have here the coefficients of x and y, which are 3 and 5. So this is actually in the form ax plus by equals c. And we want to make it in the slope-intercept form. So how do we do that? What are the steps that we need to do in order to express standard forms to slope-intercept form? So let's have 3x minus 5y equals 10. The first thing that we need to do here is to make sure that in order for us to have y equals mx plus b, as you can see, y is isolated. Y is located on the left side of the equation. So that's what you need to do. You have to isolate y. And in this question, in this standard form, the y is the term that includes y is negative 5y. So we have to isolate that. And to do that, we need to transpose 3x to the left side, or simply subtracting 3x from the left and right side. So we will have negative 5y is equal to 10, and when you transpose a value to the other side, then the sign needs to change. So this is positive, hence it will become negative here. Okay, so again, in this step, when we transpose the value of x, or the term with the x value, we change its sign. And then we have isolated already y. But in our slope-intercept form, y does not have, the coefficient of y, or the numerical coefficient of y is 1. But here, our coefficient is negative 5. So still, we need to remove negative 5 in order to make the numerical coefficient 1. And to do that, we should be dividing by negative 5. So negative 5 and negative 5 cancels. We will have y is equal to 10 minus 3x over negative 5. But still, it doesn't look the same, right? So we still need to simplify this further. So we can express this as y is equal to 10 divided by negative 5 minus 3x divided by negative 5. But that is just the same. When you have similar fractions, the fractions are the same. All you need to do is to add or subtract the numerators and then copy the common denominator. That's why this expression and this expression is simply the same. Okay? So if we have that, we want to simplify it further. 10 divided by negative 5, we will have y is equal to negative 2. Negative 3 divided by negative 5, that becomes positive 3 over 5x. So what did I do? I just combine the numerical coefficients, and that becomes 3 over 5, and then I write x beside it. But looking at this one, x is in the second part, so I can change their positions. If you're changing the positions of values in the equation, but it's not going on the other side, the signs remain the same. So I'm just rearranging it. So 3 over 5x is still positive 3 over 5x, and 2 is still negative 2, so minus 2. Then we already have y is equal to mx plus b form. Okay, so this is now the slope-intercept form of 3x minus 5y equals 10. What is now the slope? Slope is 3 over 5, and the y-intercept is negative 2. So let us try this other illustrative example, which is how do we write the equation y equals 1/2 x plus 3 in the form ax plus by equals c. So in this example, what is given is a linear equation in the slope-intercept form, because we can see y on the other side. And we want it to become in standard form. Okay, so how do we do that? Remember, how does a standard form look like? It's ax plus by equals c. Okay, and so in order for us to do that, I'll copy first the slope-intercept form. So what we need to do is for a and b to come out, and then to c to also come out. It's the constant. There's no variable with it. So what I can do here, because I have here a fraction slope, in order for me to get rid of this fraction, I will be multiplying all of the equation, or both sides of the equation, by 2. Okay? So if I multiply it by 2, I can cancel 2 here and then 2 on the right side. And then 2 and y will multiply. So I will have 2y is equal to, for this expression 1/2 x, what will remain is simply x, because I canceled 2 already, plus 3 times 2, which is 6. So what I need to do is to just inspect. I already have the y here with the coefficient. I already have the x here with the coefficient of 1, and a value, a constant, which has no x and y. So I'll just make sure that it looks like this. So I will transpose 2y on the right side and 6 on the left side. So I will have negative 6 is equal to x minus 2y. So I have here x, I have here y. However, looking at the left and right side, it looks like that they are on the wrong side. So what I will just do is to simply interchange their position. There's no need to change the sign. Because actually, negative 6 equals x minus 2y is simply the same as x minus 2y equals negative 6. Okay? So this is now our standard form. A is equal to 1, B is equal to negative 2, and C equals negative 6. Let us practice more on rewriting equations in the form ax plus by equals c. So again, the given linear function or linear equation are in a slope-intercept form. And what we need to do is to transform it to standard form. Okay, so let's try solving first. The first number, y is equal to negative x plus 4. So looking at this equation, it looks simple already. I don't need to remove any denominators. All I need to do is to do transposition so that I will get the ax plus by equals c form. So I'll just move negative x to the left side and it will become positive x. Y did not move, it's still on the left side, so it will just remain the same in terms of sign. So we'll have x plus y. And then 4 did not move also, it will stay at the right side, so x plus y equals 4. So this is now the standard form of y is equal to negative x plus 4. And from this, we can say that a is equal to 1, b is equal to 1, and c is equal to 4. Let's have the other example. We have y is equal to negative 2x plus 6. Again, looking at it, there's no denominator that I need to remove. The coefficient or the slope is negative 2. So again, I will just do a simple transposition here. So I'll put it on the left side. So I'll have 2x. Y did not move, so the sign will not change. 6 did not move also, so the sign will not change. Hence, this is now our answer in standard form, 2x plus y equals 6, where a is equal to 2, b is equal to 1, and c is equal to 6. Let us try to rewrite the following equations in the form y equals mx plus b and identify the values of m and b. So at this point, what is given now is the standard form, and we want to express it in slope-intercept form. And then we need to identify the value of m and the value of b. So let's try first the first linear equation. So we have 2x plus y equals 9. And we have to express it to y equals mx plus b. Therefore, we need to isolate y. So since y is already positive, I will just make sure that it's in this left side. So y. But it has 2x here. I don't need the 2x. I need to transpose it to the right side so that y becomes isolated in the left. So it will change the sign will change rather because we moved it to another part of to the opposite side of the equation. So we will have y equals 9 will have to stay and it doesn't change the sign, while 2x will become negative. And then I can simply rearrange, switch their places so that I will get the mx plus b. So y is equal to negative 2x plus 9. Again, if you're just changing positions on the same side of the equation, you don't need to change the sign. Signs will only change if you transpose it to the other side of the equation. So this will now be our slope-intercept form. Y is equal to negative 2x plus 9. What is our slope? The slope is negative 2 and the y-intercept is 9. Let's move on to the second linear equation. We have x plus 2y equals 4. So again, in this part, upon inspection, y is already on the right side. It's positive, so we don't need to move it. We just need to isolate it by transposing x to the right side. So we will have 2y is equal to 4 will remain and then minus x. At this point, we can still see that the coefficient or the numerical coefficient of y is 2 and it's not 1. So in order for us to do that, we need to divide it by 2. So 2 and 2 cancels. What remains is y. And then we'll split this one into two fractions. So we'll have 4 over 2 minus x over 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And then I can just make this as a minus 1, which is the coefficient of x, and the denominator 2, and then put x beside it. So that it's very evident what the slope and what the intercept is. Again, we can still flip or change their position. The sign will not change. Hence, our final answer for the slope-intercept form is y is equal to negative 1/2 x plus 2. The slope is negative 1/2 and the y-intercept is 2.